Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Bliss. And this is the second film in the Virgil Bliss trilogy from director Joe Maggio, as we return to this story of Clint Jordan's Virgil now living as Dwayne, and he's living out in the desert, has this relationship with this woman who winds up ODing. And when her very religious sister winds up coming upon their home and him trying to trying to hide what happens, and this relationship that develops between this runaway convict and this very, very seriously religious woman is a fascinating journey that Maggio brings the audience along in this film. I think Jordan gives a really strong performance in this film that you can tell this is like very low budgeted. It kind of has that look to it. It kind of lacks some of that cinematic feel to it. But where it really delivers, though, is the impactful performances from Jordan, but really from Farrell Amadeus, who plays both sisters. And they're very different characters. And I think Amadeus does a really great job of bringing both of these very distinct characters to life. And there's a tension, there's an awkwardness. Some of the writing might be a little plain, a little straightforward, but what Maggio, Jordan, Amadeus, who are credited as writers here, are able to do is make this feel very natural, very authentic. This feels like just two regular people engaging in this awkward dynamic, and a very interesting repressed character that Amadeus is playing, and how Jordan's character of Dwayne, or Virgil Bliss, is trying to navigate this unfortunate circumstance while also trying to be him and trying to better understand and feel out this woman that's just popped into his life. It's such an interesting dynamic between these two characters, and I think the actors really bring a lot into it. I think Maggio does what he needs to do as a director to put that camera where it needs to be to really capture the performances and the emotional journey that these two characters go on, hiding things from each other and slowly peeling back the layers of the mystery that they're holding out on each other. It's a very contemplative story of somebody living in fear of being caught and being sent back to prison while mourning loss, and also trying to break down the walls of somebody else who's unexpectedly come into his life. It's a very contemplative and interesting little film. It's well acted. It has plenty of character to it, and I bought into this dynamic that develops between these two unlikely characters who build this connection over the course of the film. It goes to some dark places dealing with addiction and like that guilt of being very religious and that imposing upon this character. And this film, even if it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, feels very real and feels like a very humanistic experience. And I bought into it and had an engaging and interesting time. But those are my thoughts on Bliss. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.